V'hinei gilui ha'ava einoi elo b'shmini Atzeres. When do we have a revelation of the Ava? That comes on Shmini Atzeres. The level of union and love between the Knesset Yisrael, the Yidden, the Kala with the Chosim, with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's a Shmini Atzeres. Shu B'chinas Yichud Chosim v'Kala. That's the idea, the level of a Yichud of Chosim and Kala. K'meshekosu b'dibur HaMaschil Torah Tziva. Upirush Yichud Zeh. What does it mean to be united with the Eibeshter? That is to be united with total unity, become one with Hashem. In a level to love Hashem because He is your life, I said before. It becomes a totally one fusion together with the Eibeshter. That's the Yichud. That's Hashmini Atzeres. B'hainu, and that is Ki yitzias ha'ave mesuteres hanal mehelem legilu, to bring out that hidden love that we all have from the hidden to the revelation. Eino yelo al yidei gilui v'hamshocho milmailo lemato mikoidem l'chol nefesh. So that is only through the revelation and bringing down from above to below. First, you have to bring down from above before any nefesh can have their gilui. They need to come down Hamshoch Milmailo. So before any nefesh can have you need the gilui Milmailo. Through that gilui, then you have the power to take out the love from the hidden to reveal it. That Hamshocha Milmailo comes through the level of a Yeminei Tchabkeni. We touched the Smoiloi Tachas L'Roshi, that's the Yemei Hadin. And then you come to the level of Sukkos, which is a hug surrounds you. That's Yeminei Tchabkeni, that during the day of Sukkot, that Hamshocha Milmailo comes to the person so that the person should be able to have later on the moitzim from himself. So that's Sukkot in general. What happens to Shmini Atzeres? It comes b'pnimis. B'chol Yemei Chag HaSukkos, b'chol Yemei HaSukkos, u'b'bchinas makif. During Sukkot, it's in a surrounding way. V'agilui b'pnimis hu b'Shmini Atzeres. To bring it down in an inner, that comes in Shmini Atzeres. V'gilui zeh shel hamshocha nikras. This revelation, this hamshocha, which comes down on Shmini Atzeres, nikra moirid hageshem. That's when we start saying Gevuras Geshomim. It's called moirid hageshem. Moirid hageshem brings down the geshem, the rain, because just like the rain brings about the growth that comes from the ground, that hamshocha b'pnimis that comes down to Shmini Atzeres brings out the birth of the person's avodas Hashem through that hamshocha. Brings out the ava. The gilu is it's just like the rain that comes from above to moisten the ground. ועל ידי זה יוצא כוח הצמח שיש בארץ, מהלם לגילוי. And that way, through the rain, it brings the power of the growth that is in the ground. It brings it out from obscurity to revelation. So that it should give birth, it should give growth, and give seed. The revelation and the Namshocha that comes from above to each one. In order to bring out that hidden love that is in every soul, from hidden to revelation. So that there should be a union with Hashem totally. And that's why Ashmini Atzeres we mention Gevuras Geshomim. And because it actually does what the Geshem does. The Geshem brings about the koyach of the Oretz to be Megadol, to growth. The spiritual Geshem that comes with Shmini Atzeres brings about the hidden love that's in the person. Mahelem Elagil. Meaning, K'moy sheyididis Akshamim milmaylo. Iyef shelo ve'la'oretz ki im al yidei shemisaklu miskasim Akshamim tchila be'ovim. Just as the rain from above. How does it come to the ground? First, it is held back, and this rain is first covered with clouds, and also and also later on they should be divided into drop strips. That's why we call it the Gevuras Geshomim, because because they come down with force. Because in essence, Mayim hu is pashtus. That is expansion. That's basically chesed. But the fact that the rain gets held back in the clouds and it's broken up into drops, to drips, that is whom Mibchinas Gevuras. That comes from the level of Gevuras. Mibchinas is Kalus Gevuras bechasodim, and that's the inclusion of Gevuras and Chasodim. So the rain is chesed, shpor, but the fact that it comes down with force, the fact that it comes down through the clouds and then it breaks up into different parts, that's the Gevuras. That's the Gevuras and the Chasodim. V'ayin mashikosu b'bir aposik kol doidi v'al posik v'yitin oiz l'malka. U'beloy zeh, but without that Gevuras, yevshel lovei lamata la'oretz lelach lecho, it cannot come down. Without it, it cannot come down to the ground to moisten the ground. U'lehoitzi mimenu es koyach hatzameach shemuster bo, and to take out the power of the growing that is hidden in the ground. You need it to be divided up into drips, and you need it to push it down from the clouds. The same thing is the revelation and the extension of godliness which comes on Sukkot, which is from the love of Chesed and his pashtus. You need to have also in order to bring the hidden love of above, to bring it out. It also needs to, it's impossible only by being included also Gevura, which means, how does it niskal be Gevura? That hashpah needs to first be held back, restrained, big back, and then you can rain. Nikra Atzeres. That's what we call it. That it should hold back the flow. Let's hold you back. First, it is covered with the clouds. Then later on is divided into drips, to drops. And then becomes that union, the union between the Eibishter and the Yidden, in a way, because the hidden love of a Yid is revealed, his love to the Eibishter. Now we're going to explain the two madregas that he started. Oilo Ishe or Ishe Oila. He brought down that in Sukkot it says Oilo Ishe, and in Pesach it says Ishe Oila. He says this level of Ava that you go up to Hashem and revealed is called Oilo. Why is it called Oilo? It goes up. Because this, on its own, it goes up above in a way which is total union, unites with Hashem on its own. Lefi, in other words, once it's revealed, the revealed love then goes up. Once you bring it out, it goes up on its own. Why? Because the neshama is a part of Hashem, so its part, it goes up to its part. Achasi yenosis, we learned the psukim quoted before. It's one, the level of one. It is not in the level of a love and a fire like in all other Yom Tovim. Shmini Atzeres, it's a level by itself. It's a level of oila. That's why he said he crafted by Sukkah. It says oila ishe. It is an oila. It goes up by itself ishe, because at that point you're ma'oider the etzem and neshama to the hell to come out. And that's why he says l'chein emrim. That's why in Sukkot we say Oila Ishe Gara. Oila Ishe. Ba'achar kach, and after you come to the Oila Ishe, Shoymri Chayzrim Umamshichim, and Oila Ishe L'Havaya, which means you connect to Shem Havaya, and then you go down and you bring down Shem Havaya Chodosh, a new level of Chod, Ad Chag Pesach, until Pesach. From Shmini Atzeres to Pesach. So b'chol vov chodoshim dechayre, because the entire 6 months of the winter, ein b'hem regel klal, we don't have any yom tov at all. There's no yom tovim in the middle. So kol gimel haregolim and bekaytzchol. Kol gimel haregolim and bekaytzchol, because the all 3 yom tovim are during the summer. So therefore, from Shmini Atzeres, it has to last you till the next till Pesach. The Ramaz points out the idea of Ruach HaOdom HaOyla L'maylo, spirit also the idea of Oyla. El Halikim Asher Nisana. Mishom Yuvon, from there we can understand Shazili Azu, that this elevation that we're talking about, Oila, Ilamaylo, Mailo, that is very, very high. That is Bechinas, the level of Adiyavir Amcho Havayit, your nation goes beyond Habayim. That's Oila. Behine Ishe Ugamkin Eshabayim. So it's also a fire. So we say Oila. Here we're talking about Oila, but then there's also Oila Ishe. Ishe is also Eshabayim, a fire to Hashem. Bain Zerchel Gimel Pachas, Zerchel Gimel Pinchas, Taveration on base of Amid base, Uchmeshakos with the Ramaschil, as Karbani Lachem with the Ramaschil, Oilachem Letzitzis, the Inyan, or their explanation, she called it Isha, calls it Isha. Isha is Eish Hashem. So, even though it's also Eish Havayach, Im calls it Chinas Oila Gavoya Yeser Kinal. Still, the level of Oila is greater than the level. So while Isha is also Eish Hashem, but yet the level of Isha is not as great as the level of Oila. It's going to explain a little more as it follows here. So we can say Al Derech Shomer Razal, similar sages tells about Loischa. So they say about Aaron, the Eibishter says to Aaron, that your lighting the menorah is greater than their korbanos. Chinas halos, bahaloischo, that's level halos of anedis. Chinas shalheves haloilo me'eleo, the way that the flame that goes up by itself, godol me'karbonis, that is greater than korbanos, hanikra, which is called ishei reach kulu. Korbanos are an ishei, but the oilo is a higher gedoilo mishalehem. So you're bringing up the menorah by Aaron is greater than the korbanos and the sea. Ishei is reach. Ma'ima shekosuv dibra maschil tachas shelo yavadato. Another thing, gam yeshleimer b'chinas ishei eish havaya. The ishei havaya ikroi. The main thing of Isha Esha Vaya, mainly that comes to sort out the element of fire in the Nefesh HaBahamis. It's the Isha, the Eish. Aval Oila, whom it's at Ha'ava HaMesuteres. Shebenefesh HaLikis Atzmo. That's the hidden love which is in the Nefesh itself. Not the Nefesh HaBahamis, not the fire to sort out Nefesh HaBahamis, but the love which is in the godly soul by itself. So the Eish Havaya works with the Nefesh HaBahamis to turn around the Soida Eish of Nefesh HaBahamis. But the Oila comes mitzad the essence of the love of Hashem, which is in the and Bechinas Ba'atorah She'oter Lo Imay. That's the level of the crown that his mother crowned him, which is that level of the soul. There's no other side at all. The Klippas don't have that level. It's only in the Nefesh HaLikis, that love. Even after the sorting out of the Nefesh HaBahamis, there's no such a thing as that level of the Atorah She'oter Lo Imay, which is the Abba Mesuteres in the Nefesh HaLikis. K'meshekosu, Soiv Dibur HaMaschil, Yoviu Levush Malchus. Gam Yesh Lahoyer. So that's the difference between Oila. Oila is the Nefesh HaLikis itself, and Ishei is the birur with the Nefesh HaBahamis. Gam Yesh Lahoyer, Le'inyan Isha Oila. Also to point out, Isha Oila, Me'inyan Beis B'chinas, the two levels of Chitzonius Alev, Upnimis Alev. Niskar, the outer and the inner out, the Niskar Dibra Maschil, Ushavte Mayim, Shem Heim Beis B'chinas Kala, and Niskar Dibra Maschil Shir Hashirim. Gam Isa B'Raim Hemnesh Parashat Pinchas Shom. Also in the Raim Hem says the Atzei HaOila. It says the Atzei HaOila what? Inun Eitz HaChaim ve'Eitz HaDas. Those are the Eitz HaChaim and the Eitz HaDas. So basically, these are the two levels of Atzin. So that is what you bring on the Mizbeach, the Atzei HaOilo. Imkein B'chinas Oilo Atzmo. So Oilo itself, that is on top, higher than the level of the Eitz HaDas and the Eitz HaChaim. Which means, Hainu L'maylo Gamkein B'chinas Eitz HaChaim. V'ayim Ashekosu B'pirush Mimal Eitz B'divra Maschil V'yadaito Hayoim. So B'meila, what he wants to say, tell you what the level of Oilo. Oilo is even higher than the Eitz HaChaim. V'ayin Oid Me'inyan Oilo. Further, it tells you in Zoyar Chelik Gimel and in Afresh Ches Beis. V'ayin Mashekos V'Masal V'yem Ashvini Sholach Be'inyan Oz Tismach Psula B'mochel B'chinas Oz. The level of Oz. Then Shul B'chinas Kedem means then, which means an earlier stage, which shows on a higher level. Zeu Inyan Gan No Chulu Gan No Mayin Chos. Shir Hashirim, Perik Dala Pasuk Yud Gimel. Over there it says, and a closed garden and a sealed well. Hainu Bechinas. A sealed well means you don't allow anything in, no klippus, no unikas. An open well means that it's different between the mem, an open mem, which has a place for the chitzonim to be yonik, but a closed mem means you close it up, you don't allow for a unika. And bechinas, the level of lesusuru acharei levavchem. That is, chosum means not to follow after your heart, which means shaloi liyos pina zoyna chaz v'sholom, not to be in a level of a zoyna turning away, which means not being totally devoted to Hashem, but also to other things. That's the closed mem. Daf samach beis amud beis. Mem stuma, over there's mem stuma mayin chos. The mem stuma is the closed, the sealed well, which means mem pasua psucha hainu sheyesh pesach umavu li'nikas hachitzonim. The open mem means that there is a opening and an entrance for the nikas hachitzonim because of the dressing up in the nefesh habahamis. So there's a open mem. It can be the mashenkin mem stuma. And we talk about the mem stuma closed. When does that happen? Hainu kadiskafia sitra kadiskaf shechlon hayra. Turned around the darkness to light. Over there, there's no unique in it. By masikosu, but even a maski seitze, the pirush al ivecha, explaining the meaning of al ivecha. Al ivecha means she'ein la'oyev shlita v'achiza klal, that the enemy has no dominance and cannot grab hold at all. Through the fact that they'll be leisusuru, then they will marry yovel lebchinas leman tizkiru. Then you'll become tizkiru means loshen zocher. Shetiu b'chinas chorim, being like the male. Once you lock it up and you close up and you ishapcha, and then there becomes the love of a male versus the love of a masculine love versus a feminine love. This is also the level of oila that we're talking about. An oila has to be a male, which is the level of a love of a male, masculine. And so what does it say over there? So what's the chiluk between a love that's masculine and a love which is feminine? Feminine love means that you're working for Hashem to get a prize. You're going to get reward. A masculine love means you love Hashem without reward. when the Ava is to receive reward. That means Bechinas Legarmei. It's a level for yourself, self-interest. That's then Nikra Nekeva. It's called a Nekeva. Why? Because Noshim Daitan Kalas. The Nekeva Noshim Daitan Kalas basically, which means that very easy, that it's not strong because it's for a interest. Abu Bechinas Char, talking about the level of a male who have a rabba, the that's the great love to the essence and to Hashem blessed Himself. Bashikosu, as the pasuk says, there's nothing else. There's no reward there. There's no Gan Eden, no reward. Just wants to connect with Hashem Himself. That's the idea of the Ava Rabba. That's the masculine. So, this is the oila goes up higher and higher to the highest level. So why do we say the two levels? We say oila, then we say ishe. Hainu. In Sukkot we say oila isha, but in Pesach we say isha oila and oila isha. Hainu is chabrus shnei abchinas yachad. That is connecting these two levels together. The levels, the higher level, the level of Leila Kabel Pras, the level of Imchol Chafatzti, with the level of Abba Kiddush Be'esh, the Pirush has said elsewhere in the explanation, Yachid Levavenu, make our hearts together, La'ava, which basically means to bring both levels of heart. The Inyan, Yichud Beis Avchinas, Chitzenis Alev, Primis Alev. The union of the two levels of the outer heart and the inner heart, so that the outer heart should be included in the inner. That's a Medivra Maschel Mimono Afar Yaakov. So these two levels, similar to that, is also Isha Oilo. That's the Kraftem Isha Oilo. Oy the Kraftem Oila Isha, the two languages that we have, which is basically liyachid, to connect Beis Alvavas Yachad, both of them together. Ayim Bezer Chelik Aleph, Vayeshem Bepirush, Shechubro Lo Yagdov, to unite together. But the same idea as we're saying over here, of a Yachid Levavenu, to bring in the Chitzoni Yislev into the Pnim Yislev. Achim Kol Zeh, Bechinas V'Kraftem, Oila Isha, still, while they both have a Isha Oila also, but Oila Isha is a greater level. Why? Because first comes Oila. Oila is the main, then comes the Isha. But Bechinas Kaveh Yosem, that's a higher level. Kikivon Shebechinas Oila Kodemes, because Oila comes first, and came Bechinas Zuhi Ikras, the main. Bechinas Isha Nichlo B'Lo. That is not bottled to the level of oila. When first is the isha oila. Explained elsewhere about the difference between shiluv adnai b'havaya, whether we include adnai navaya or shiluv havaya b'adnai. What is the main? So the first one is one overpowers. It's when shiluv adnai b'havaya, main thing is havaya, you bring in adnai. Shilvai ba'adnai, main thing is adnai, bring in havaya. V'ayim hashikosim is a v'divra maschil, Shuva Yisrael. V'ayim hashikosim kai gavna, the b'chinas yachal avenu b'inyan mizmar shir, shem gam kein beis b'chinas chitzonis u'pnimin. Sometimes you say mizmar shir, so there's mizmar shir and the shir mizmar. Sometimes we just say mizmar, sometimes we just say shir. And sometimes it's chamesh nem yachad, you say them together. And also when you put them together, also when you connect them, sometimes it says mizmar shir, sometimes it says shir mizmar. So you have shir, you have mizmar, you have mizmar shir, you have shir mizmar. Ayin mizmar v'divra maschil, mizmar shir chanukas habayis. Ayin zer chile gimel, rishpash v'yikra dav heyo med aleph, me'inyan shir mizmar livnei koirach, daf nun vov amid beis. Al derech zeh, Yuvan k'mekein bin kan We came in now, the above mentioned, an Isha Oila or Oila Isha. The main is the Oila, the main is the Isha. When the halo is very great halo, is also a very great hamshocha, and when we call you from the depths, so no, when you call from the most hidden places, that's where you bring Hashem. You bring him down from the highest level. Because the higher you are and the more profound the level is, that is the place where you bring out the level of Hashem. Okay, so that is just a second.